Hey everybody, what's up? We're gonna check out this new summon event. Now, I spent about 7 minutes stressing over which list to pick, and then realized my recording software was not doing the right thing. So, so I probably saved you some time because I don't know that I'm gonna be selecting immediately, but I'll take you through my thought process a little bit. The number one piece of advice I would give to anyone who hasn't picked yet is make sure there are Nat 4s on the list that you want or that would benefit you in some way. So maybe there's one that you don't have that you want. Maybe there's one that you have and you need skill ups for, okay? The Nat 5s are shiny and exciting and appealing, but you have to understand you're more than likely not gonna pull one. So do what makes it fun for you, for sure. But also try to find a list that hits both check boxes for you, right? Appealing Nat 5s and Nat 4s that would benefit you. For example, list number 1 here, Oliver is one of my most wanted, right? I'm wanting to start getting into RTA. Oliver's crazy for RTA. I would really like to have an Oliver. I already have a Sekhmet, so that's tough. That means if I pull a Nat 5, I've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting a dupe, which are not odds that I like, right? Water Unicorn would also be dope. I would be fine with a Water Unicorn. She's not the one I want, but she'd get built and used, you know what I mean? And then as the Nat 4 list, I just built my Wind Robo, and I really need some skill ups for him, but I'm not gonna Devilmon him. So Wind Robo copies would be huge here. Now again, it's a 1 in 5 shot if I get a Nat 4 that it's gonna be him. So probably gonna come away with not what I want here, but it is what it is. Then we come down to somewhere like, what's a good example for me? List number 6. I've already got Camilla and Eladriel, I think is his name. So the Fire Totem is the only shot I have at a new Nat 5. And then as far as the Nat 4s are concerned, I would like Mermaid skill ups. I would like Joker skill ups. These I don't really care about right now. So Nat 4s, it's not a bad list for me. Nat 5s, it's not a good list for me. I can't risk that. I can't risk if I get lucky enough to pull a Nat 5, which is highly unlikely, obviously. But if I get lucky enough, I need to mitigate the risk of it being a dupe as much as possible. So list number 6 is out of the question for me. What's another example of one? I think number 8 is probably another example. I have Water Demon and I just pulled Juno. I don't have her. Now, I would like some Boomerang Warrior skill ups. Heart Magician skill ups are always going to be nice. Eventually, I'm probably going to want some Jack-o'-lantern skill ups. It's not a bad Nat 4 list for me at all. Nat 5s, I can't risk it, right? So, as I went through and kind of went through this process, I think the list, it really comes down to probably list 1, 2, or 5 is not a great list for me, but those two are so, I want these two so bad. I miss having my Samath on my old account. I miss him a lot. And then I've never had a Zyros, so I really want a Zyros. So this one's appealing, but again, it's only Nat 5 appealing, and I there's not a lot going down here for me right now, so I can't pick that one. These all seem fun, but I'm probably gonna have to go with list 1 and really hope that if I strike a Nat 5, it's not Sekhmet. I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to do here. Again, it comes down to list 1 or 2 for me. And while this one mathematically is probably the better one because every Nat 5 would be new, which is a really, and Kamoon skill ups is something I would really like. I really want Oliver. I really want Wind Robo skill ups. I would be pretty pumped about Unicorn. So I have to decide, do I want to roll the dice and risk if I get a Nat 5 it's a dupe, or be a little bit less excited about the list but mathematically be in much better shape. I guess worst case scenario, it's a Sekhmet and I get a blessing out of the deal. You know what I mean? Not that these two aren't exciting. Perna would be amazing, obviously. Perna's always been crazy. Chung Pung would be, I mean, he's also insane right now. And then Chandra, they've apparently buffed. Chandra didn't do the stuff that Chandra does now back in the day. Chandra's not bad. It's a solid roster of Nat 5s, and Kamoon Skillups would be dope. Wind Barb Skillups at some point are probably going to be good. Magic Knight Skillups, perhaps. You know what I mean? That's probably the smarter list. That's probably the smarter list. But I really want Oliver. And win Robo Skillups. You know what? I think we're gonna go with the smarter list here. I think it's a really tough call, man. It's a really tough call. No, we're gonna go with list 1. I'm gonna roll the dice on list 1. Again, worst case scenario, I'll pull a Nat 5 and it's a dupe. I mean, not worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, we don't even get lightning. But like worst Nat 5 case scenario, it's a dupe and I end up with a blessing. Fine, you know what I mean? But I want Wind Robo Skillups, I think, more than I want any of these Nat 5s right now. I really want to finish my Wind Robo. So I'm going list 1. And it's done. So we're gonna pop all of our engraved. We'll go get our extra engraved, pop those, and then I think we'll go ahead and just pop the rest of our scrolls. I cleared TOA hard last night, so I've got a couple of fun ones sitting here. So we'll have a little mini summon session after we pop our engraved. I gotta get my Ifrit as well. Yeah, let's get our Ifrit, see who we're gonna get. I stay pulling Theos. I think that's my third. I think my first one was Tessa. And then I think that's my third Theo, which I don't care. Most of them are just gonna be Skillups anyway, but. All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can get anything interesting here. We'll probably do another video where we do the same thing on my free-to-play as well. Free-to-play is going to be an interesting one. It's in quite a different situation than my main. We might even go in and look at the Nat 3s in the list on my free-to-play, you know what I mean? All right, let's hit a 10 pop. Why not? Can we get a little lightning? Man, how sad would it be if we got no lightning through all of our engraved? There we go, okay. All right, there's a Chloe. Really would love a Wind Robo. Just even, you know what I mean? Just one Wind Robo. All right, so that was one lightning in what, like 30 something? Not great, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? We kind of knew. We're not like under some impression that these are just gonna pop off. All right, so a couple more of these, and then we'll check in case this, I don't remember how many we had first. I don't think that netted us another one, no. All right, so that's it for those. Let's do, you know what, let's grab one premium pack, why not? I usually buy a premium pack when I finish a TOA difficulty anyway, as kind of a celebration, so why not? Kind of a tradition. All right, what do we got? That's a lot of Wind Charger Sharks. Man, we are cool today. We are not. Have we gotten one lightning today? I think we got one lightning and it was that Chloe. 24 mysticals and no lightning. This is feeling like old school Summoner's War right here. There's some lightning. Water Sniper, fine. Okay, so we've got what? 4 light darks, a legendary. Oh, we've got some 9-year special scrolls. Let's hit these real quick. Maybe some will be fun here. Give me a Wind Robo. Or any Robo. Or any Lightning at this point. Eesh, man, this is a brutal summon session. All right, we've got, again, 4 Light Darks, a Legendary, and 2 Legendary All Attribute. Let's hit the Legendary. Any kind of Robo will do. Choco Knight's fine too. I need some skill ups for him. All right, let's hit these Light Darks. Again, I think at this point only LD Lightning on this account is going to move the needle for me. I don't think there's any Nat 3s that I'm after. All right, no LD Lightning. Brutal, brutal day so far. We have the 2 Legendary All Attribute Scrolls that could save the day. Is that a Dark? I mean, that's LD Lightning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We got a Speed Lead. We got a 2-turn Sleep and prevents them from receiving beneficial effects. It's kind of interesting. Turbulence. Okay. All right. We'll check if anything happens when they get awakened as well. So that's our first LD from an All Attribute Scroll, and then Fire Succubus. Who, I mean, just, I don't think it could have been worse. You know what I mean? I don't think it could have been worse. All right, let's go look at the Dark Sylph. It's the Sylph, right? Ashubel. Did anything change when you get awakened? No? I guess just a stat change, maybe? What changes? Excuse me. Surely they awaken into something. Let me put him in my... I'm moving my stuff around a little bit, and I keep... My storage is usually up here. So I need to make a little bit of room first. It's just not really a lot of room for me to make room. I'm working on 2Aing my Lulu right now. Having to farm stage 4 because stage 5 is rough for my roster anyway. And I know I have a Robo here, but I want to build that one at some point. I just want to see like what it says when you awaken him. Did none of the skills change? Yeah, strength and skill. What did I miss? Compresses the air around the enemy, causing turbulence, which sets their attack bar to 0. Causes turbulence to set the enemy's attack bar to 0. And increase. Oh, okay. Okay. What would I do with this? What would I do with this monster? Speed lead's nice. That's very problematic. Gotta run a stripper in front of him, but there's probably stuff to be done. And it gives me another speed lead, honestly. I've been messing around with RTA, like specifically building stuff for RTA, and that gives me a second speed lead, which is one of the things I'm struggling with. I've been also dwindling down the units I'm using. I am going to eventually add more to this, but I'm kind of just working on getting a team set up, and then I'm going to work on getting other units incorporated so that I can start to pivot and stuff. But like, I've been picking Sierra, Bayek, Sean, and Robo, and then for the last pick, I've been throwing in Chiwu because he's a second speed lead for me, and I'm obviously trying to go first turn. But sometimes I'll swap it out and try someone else, and if Sierra gets banned, I don't have my speed lead, and it kind of throws everything off. And Chiwu, again, Chiwu's dope, but if I go Chiwu, Sierra, Robo, then I've got 2 strippers, which is fine, but it's not exactly what I'm going for either. It doesn't quite set me up. So I just got to get some more units built and get a little bit more diversity. So I think that might be nice. That gives me a speed lead. He's got some pretty nasty crowd control. The turbulence on the A2. What kind of cooldowns we looking at? 5 turns skilled up. Doesn't need a lot of skill ups either. And they're farmable if I'm not mistaken. No cooldown there. Yeah, it's all just damage, and then there's 2 cool. So I could get lucky and just get the cooldowns. Yeah, we'll probably build this one. We'll probably build this one and do something. So there you go. And there you go. You also got to see a summon session. I mean, again, we got to like Darknet 4 from the Yellow Tribute Scroll, but overall, that session was not great. That was not great. Should we buy one more premium pack? See if we can push our luck. Buy one more premium pack just to see. Sometimes the Rage premium pack does it. You know what I mean? I have heard stories. I have heard stories. But there you go. There's your cautionary tale. Don't do the Rage premium pack because it's just gonna screw you. So. I reckon that'll do it unless we finally get lucky from this event and get a 9-year legendary scroll or something. But we didn't. We got one more mystical that we're gonna go ahead and pop, and then we're gonna end this video, okay? And I'll be back soon to do it on the free to play. So if you guys are gonna summon, hopefully something I said helps you pick a list. We're going to do it again on the free to play, and I'm probably going to approach it very differently. So if you're looking for a little more insight, that won't be up soon. And otherwise, I'm getting out of here. Hope you guys have better luck than I had, and we'll see you later.